Mana Holy Madness.
All right, back in the saddle.
Seems like forever. Since
Hey, is this July 31st?
yes, it is.
July 31st, 2025.
Tomorrow's August already.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost Christmas.
Oh, that's all you care about? It's my birthday in like
I
6
mean-
days, and that's the first thought that comes to your head? It's
Yeah.
Christmas
You
because
know-
it's your birthday? Oh,
no, I'm
man.
not even thinking about my birthday. yeah. I mean, there's your
Bruh.
birthday.
What
There's
about my
Angel's
birthday?
There's
Fuck your birthday.
Halloween. There's
Fuck
Thanksgiving.
Fuck your birthday. Good morning, my love. I love you. Beautiful morning. The most beautiful woman in the
What?
world.
So, we've had, look at I'm a crusty beach. I got
Bruh, you a crusty beach.
I'm a crusty beach.
Right.
So we've been like
Oh, look at the waves.
super busy.
See them down there.
Wow.
I was there bumping over here on the west side.
We've been super busy.
Yep.
What have I been doing? Like,
And guess what? Guess what? The best news in the whole wide world. Other than the fact that you're the most beautiful woman in the world. Other than that, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you is the most beautiful woman in the world.
What's your good news, Daddy?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
funding will be here
Uh-huh.
so we can get our electricity for our Aina. And what it is off-grid living. You gotta have off-grid capability to have electricity, water, and all that, right? The funding will be here tomorrow, so we can get that EcoFlow generator,
The big one.
the big one. Yeah, that's gonna be the start of a complete system that we're gonna have eventually to power the entire Aina. But this one will allow us to be able to run our refrigerators, the stoves, everything,
Birdie.
And but it's coming. Yes. So by my birthday, we're gonna be set. Now, we just gotta get. All we're doing now is mostly cosmetic stuff on the island.
Yeah.
I mean, on the Aina. Just we're doing mostly cosmetic. All the big projects and stuff like that has already been taken care of. I mean, the amount of tons and tons of debris.
Did you see what we just passed?
Yeah.
The lady was swinging her bra around.
It never dull movement on the west side, but tons
yeah.
and tons of illegal dumping
Yeah.
has been taken, and you can see that if you've seen the property from when we first got there,
Yeah.
you couldn't even walk the fence line. But now you can walk all the way around the fence line. All that debris is gone.
Yeah.
And thanks to Kanakas that came out, Kanaka programs, companies that came out,
Yeah.
Tyson Services, Kana East Trucking. But these guys, they're small businesses themselves. They're struggling on their own selves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But their heart was for this program. And my hat's out to them. Souza Brothers, who started it all. Those are the guys who are there for us from the very beginning. Souza Brothers from Wailua, right on, bro. And then of course, Aloha Containers, bro. We got a house. We got a house.
Yes, we do.
And so yeah, right on.
So we do have some minor big things to do still, like getting the kids their house.
Yeah.
Before the storms come and it blows them away.
Right.
And we had intended to get them situated first. It just didn't work out that way. And then we have to get insulation and walls and stuff, flooring on our house. So it's not like completely move-in ready. I mean, we slept there one night.
I think it's gonna take about 6 months
Yeah.
for us to fully move in. You know, it's gonna take about 6 months,
Maybe,
maybe less. You know, but get off my fat ass. Do a thing.
well,
What?
so now that I know that
What
I
was that
can't,
When I said 6 months.
because
Because.
You
No,
say-
because.
you say
Not
six,
because. Because.
because if there is a deadline of 6 months, that means really in his head, 6 months came out of his mouth, but really in his head, he's like 2.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
What you mean?
2. But that's not gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. It's not gonna happen in 2 months.
What? Oh yeah, I know.
But yeah, we're gonna eventually.
I call for 6, but I'm shooting for 2. And then if we break even somewhere around there in between 3 and 4 months, then
It's a negotiation.
yeah.
Was it like the swap meet?
Gonna be like,
But,
and,
hey,
gonna be like
Uncle
crazy auntie. Gonna be like
So-
crazy auntie.
Oh gosh.
Crazy auntie like
she's
come
doing?
negotiate my freaking price of my services.
Yeah, we
Like,
kind of need crazy auntie right now. Like, what you need, auntie? What you need? All right, here.
yeah.
But yeah, we've been like super busy. and I promised Royce that I was gonna do that video
Bruh.
that day. Bruh,
Bruh.
you fell
Your
asleep.
fault.
No,
What you mean? I don't fall asleep.
You fell asleep.
Who, me?
Yes.
This guy. This guy?
It's like literally, he turns something on, and then like 30 seconds. It's like literally 30 seconds. After we come home, like if we go do something and we come
Right.
home and then you turn on the TV.
What you mean? I sit there and watch my programs until I'm tired.
He missed like a whole program the other day. And he started it 30 seconds into it. I looked at him and he was already out, right? And then he missed the whole program. And then he wakes up and he goes, oh yeah, that's the guy, yeah. So his girlfriend gonna cheat or whatever. And I just laughed because they already went through all of that and he confronted her. And so I was
What you
laughing.
mean?
He's like, why are you laughing at me? And I'm like, because it's already done. Like, you know, he goes, oh, not. He goes, they was in the car talking about, yeah. I said, yeah, like 30 minutes ago. So I told him, go look at the timestamp on the video. It was like 38 minutes or something. I said, you watch like the first 30 seconds, maybe the first minute.
Bruh. I'll be tired, bro. I'll be tired.
Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
And so, and I've been like trying to force myself not to sleep like at 3 in the afternoon or
But last night only had 16 more minutes left to finish the movie.
But it was like
And you in
9
bail.
something and
Bail.
I abandoned you. Did you
Abandoned.
feel abandoned in
Yes,
the living room?
I was abandoned. I had my squishy pillow hiding in the bedroom.
Did you actually come to bed right after
Yeah.
that thing? Really?
Mhm.
Because by the time he
I
came
was
to
tired.
bed,
That's why.
well, by the time he came to bed, I felt like I was sleeping for a couple hours already. I was so tired.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was like done already. I was like, I really am struggling. But it was an action-packed movie, and I wanted to finish it. Hey, look, In Peace, they make them nice, but now.
oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out to In Peace and our sister in Nanakuli Homestead, Sonoy, Marfield, Commissioner on the Wine Homes Lands Commission. Right on, but great leadership over there, great people. We gotta go check them out, but we gotta go, okay, go Mount Way over there.
Yeah, so we're on our way to Waimanalo class. It's been a busy week.
Yes.
What fun things
Yeah, I
have
tell
we
you,
done?
well, you know, I think to me, I get joy out of seeing the lights go on in our people's eyes when they're able to go to court, stand up for themselves, you know, and take it to it, you know, like, and then the cowardice of, you know, the way the system works. They know you're catching them. All of a sudden, they're like, you know, we're just going to dismiss this case. Sorry we haven't arrest you, put you on the spot, you know what I mean, and give you tickets and all that.
Well, so
not bad, so sad. You know,
the
just move on.
employees of the state. We don't want to bash anybody, but the
Yeah.
employees of the state didn't show up. So the judge actually did his job. You know,
Yeah.
it was great. Like, okay, you're not
Yeah.
ready. You know, I'm dismissing it.
You know, but you know, if you got the cojones to come and take somebody with a ticket, then at least come court, pa, and fight your case.
You know what I noticed?
You know?
A lot of them that don't show up, the prosecutor is like, they're sick today.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the usual freaking excuses.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's sad.
you know, they tell me, what is policing really all about? You know? What is policing really all about? It's about harassing people and giving them tickets.
So now
Knowing
you
that,
know.
knowing that nine times out of 10, the people just gonna pay the ticket. So in reality, it's not the cops' fault. You know what the fault is? It's about our legislators. You know, they go and council people. They go make all these laws for money grabbing. It's a money grabbing scheme. Oh, well, let's create a thing so we can get money from people. What's the best way for jack people out of their money? Yeah, give them a ticket, force them to comply. You know what I mean? And then 9 times out of 10, people just go court and they just pay the bill. Imagine if everybody started fighting their cases. If everybody just went, 100 people in a courtroom, 90 fight them, they would never be able to get through the whole system. You know what I mean? So they would have to create a whole new system. So my message to the people is, we are the people. We, the people, make the government. Not the government make us. We are the bosses of the government. Not the government is boss over us. But if we start fighting for ourselves and standing up for ourselves, we can make a change. The revolution is here, and the revolution is now. And we gotta just get the cojones to stand up and say, we're not taking this no more. We're not allowing you to criminalize every little thing that we do in our life. We're not gonna let that. You come with your sob stories, your selected news pieces to get people's heart, you know, going a certain way so you can manipulate us to agree with you, continually putting down a hammer on our everyday life. Where is the freedom? Where is the freedom when in everywhere we turn, there's a ticket waiting for us around the corner? There's a bill waiting for us around the corner. There's somewhere you sticking your hand in my pocket, taking what little coins I get left, while you allow the rich to be able to just do whatever they like. And you say, oh, well, you know, justice, justice. It's nonsense. Sorry about that. Additional on rent. Yeah. That's what you're tripping on?
No. I'm
What?
not tripping on nothing. It's just letting you talk.
What?
I'm
Speak
just
your
letting
mind.
you talk.
Speak your mind.
I
It's all
just
good.
did. I said I'm not tripping on anything.
Yeah.
I'm not in that.
Yeah, I just I feel like our people are starting to get empowered. One of my clients, she put it out on blast. The score is 3-1. She won 3 of her cases. 1 is up on appeal, and she's going for it. She's going for it, and she's telling people to stand up and fight. You know what I mean? So it's right on, bro. It's right on. Things are happening now. Things are really happening. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
No. So maybe we need to pick like topics to talk about, because I feel like it always ends up going to, the clients and the
Because that's the heart and soul of our work.
yeah, I know.
That's a great part of our life.
It is. But I feel like if people are watching our videos and they watch like the last 10 or whatever, it's gonna be about the same thing. Just different times and just different people.
Well, maybe it's that time where the kahea is out there. We're constantly putting the kahea out there. To get people excited about standing up for themselves. at some point, but something gonna break. You know, and it's gotta break on the side of our people. This is important in the struggle that we're involved in. But yeah, we got other things we can talk about. So if we got other things we can talk about, so talk about it. Say
So-
something. What's on your mind?
How
Oh,
about
look at that. They're clear all over here. Look.
man,
My bad.
how about those moments you realize you done fucked
What
up?
you mean? Me?
No, actually, it's or like you.
It's back there. All good for mom. Get in.
Yeah, it's back there.
It's back there.
That's what you say.
Yeah, it's back there.
Is
Yeah.
it back there?
Oh, it is back there. It's definitely back there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, that's what comes to my mind. Moments you realize you done fucked up, but
Oh,
it's
yeah?
also like, you know, you have good intentions. Okay, so I don't want to name the person, and I don't want to explain the situation because that's gonna lead into a whole nother thing, right? But
Yeah.
yesterday or a few days ago, I put out
Oh.
Facebook.
Okay. I was on the way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
so
it.
I don't want to, you know, what I mean? But
Yeah.
I, with very good intentions, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to put it out on Facebook, and I've been asking like people with skills. You know, we're not asking everything completely free, but we are like struggling to do this big project, pay for the project. I mean, it's an indigent Native Hawaiian project, right? So what does that say? But we're
We go
trying,
gas.
yeah, so we're trying our best to balance our bills plus the project and all the things that we need for the project, right? I feel like when we first started, it was like, okay, seeds to plant, you know, and we were
Right.
doing, it's free stuff. Like we were doing the sweat equity and cleaning and stuff.
We're down to like our last $20,
Yeah.
and we go to City Mill and go buy this little seed packet.
Yeah. You know, but that's what we had to do at the beginning. And then as it
But how
grew-
much seed packet we can buy?
and then wait, we gotta save like $5 for dinner, you know, like
But
because
hey,
we're so
you know what?
exhausted.
You know what? That bok choy,
Yeah,
that choy sum, that was a fucking really good investment.
yeah,
Because when the plant grew, and then you gotta harvest before the flowers come, right?
yeah.
Otherwise the thing
Well,
comes
you
bitter,
can't, yeah.
right? And then so because the flowers came, it's like okay, let it go. And look, now we got a whole
And I
whole
actually
new batch of
still-
seeds.
Oh, I think it probably got like chopped up and all the things. So we're gonna have them growing all over the place.
Yeah,
Because I had like a whole bunch of the dried seeds, and I didn't get to take out all the seeds out.
right.
I took half.
And then just toss it,
I think when we tossed everything to
Yeah.
make room for the machines,
right.
I think that whole bundle got tossed. So we're gonna have them growing all over the place because there's a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I've been posting like we need insulation and
Bok
walls,
choy,
right?
choy sum, all the different Chinese cabbages. Great investment, bro.
Yeah.
It'll
They-
it'll
they
return
do.
itself over and
And
over
we
and over
actually
again.
got 2 harvests from that,
Yeah.
and then the seeds, you know. And then I thought we didn't have any more, and I was gonna clean out.
I'd rather
the
have
garden bed.
Chinese cabbage than
Yeah.
other kind of cabbage.
Yeah. So now I'm getting ready to start like the I mean that's good, you know, and I have melons growing, but I'm getting ready to start my garden again with things that we eat every day. Like we had tons of okra, we had eggplant,
Oh,
tomatoes, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That bugger go good, bro.
Yeah. So
Hey, you
I'm
made some
starting
things
to-
out of the okra at one time. That was
Yeah, I
freaking
made
amazing.
I think it was like a stir fry or
Yeah,
something, and I put
Something.
okra.
something amazing.
So those kind of vegetables. So, you know, and like I said, we need insulation in walls and stuff like that. So, you know, I put it out on Facebook if anybody has these services that they can offer, you know, please let me know. And a lot of people responded, and I didn't go into detail about the project, but a lot of people responded and said, you know, I don't have anything to donate, but I would love to come help. I can donate my time. And that was really awesome. And, you know, there was a few people
Mhm.
that said, oh, I have plants, I have, items and stuff like that to donate. So, you know, we went to a few places yesterday to pick up some stuff from people, from like town and, down Waianae side and all that. And, when you post on Facebook, it's like you don't know the person behind, right? And they
Right.
sound like really, nice and normal and stuff, right? So when we went back towards our side of the island, we stopped at somebody's place that said they had some items to donate. And so I was really happy.
All of a sudden, the traffic.
And I told, yeah, that's what they said on the news. I told my husband, I have a surprise for you, right? And so I think we were all like,
it was
surprise!
definitely a surprise.
So we get there,
Definitely.
and this guy is like, it was like within the first minutes of talking to this guy, I was already like, oh boy, I think this is the moment I realized I done fucked up. Because he was just like, I don't know, like his mind was like crazy, and it just seemed like he wasn't all there, so then it made me think like, okay, I need to watch
Yeah.
whose place we're going to or who we're talking to, because you never know, and especially with you, like I don't want anybody to like get stupid ideas, but it was kind of crazy. It was like, wow, that is not what you sounded like on Facebook. So it almost discouraged me from posting anything now.
What's amazing is that you reach out, and then some of these guys, they see you, they talk to you. I guess even your vibe on texting,
Yeah.
people can kind of sense that. Wow, there's a hottie on the other end of this.
So that's why. But I say my husband's project,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
The next thing you know, the guy's like, oh, they talk to you. That's why I call you the Trojan horse. I can send you in the heat of battle. And all the army guys, all the soldiers, they all gonna put their
that's like,
weapons down.
that's crazy though. But I guess, it is dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
we're adults and we're pretty like, we keep our eyes open and we kind of assess the
You
situation.
see, hey sister, that kind, they like side conversation.
Right. I mean, I've been there where people think that I can be a sidekick,
How did that work out? How did that work out for you?
I mean, I'm with you.
All you had to do was tell her the truth. Be honest with her. That's all you had to do.
Right.
You never have to do all this, get you your own place.
That's pretty ironic too. Yeah, you're the one with the past,
Yeah.
right? And then you were completely honest with me.
Yeah.
And these other people, they don't really have that kind of a past, right?
Yeah.
They lead,
No, they're law-abiding citizens.
right? They basically lead normal lives, but yet they're just sneaky as hell, right? That just never, like, I don't know. I could never understand that. But yeah, so even if you have good intentions, I guess life just like throws you these curveballs. And then I think, everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think all night, like, what the reason was. Because these items, they're very useful on the Aina. But I was like, after all that stuff, I told the lady that was with us, right? Nani, the one that's going to court. I said, can you please bless the items before you go? Because I'm big on, the mana that comes out from people, and
Yeah.
I'm really big on that. Even like sacred things on the Aina and stuff. That's why I like certain places. I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
want to touch that, because I feel it. And so I was just like, I can't take this to the Aina with this kind of, energy on it. And you know what's funny? That's a Buddhist thing too.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a Hawaiian thing, but like it's a Buddhist thing too.
Yeah. I think Buddhism and Hawaiianism,
There's a lot of
there's a lot,
similarities.
yeah.
Because you get
We're
connected.
like cousins.
You my cousin.
I'm your cousin.
You my cousin.
I'm your cousin.
That's kind of weird.
You're a cousin.
Whoa.
Cousin.
That's kind of weird. That's like, that makes me think of the things that we've been seeing on the news lately.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we should talk about that on the way back because there's a whole handful of that. Okay, so just remember the crazy things we see on the news.
All right.
So, okay, so intentions. Did you ever have like something like that where your intention was really good, but it just turned out like the other end just was like
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah, I mean, for me, again, it just goes back to the work because that's my major interaction with people. Right? That's why I don't do social media anymore.
Oh, I know one of the crazies you're talking about, I think.
And it's just like crazy. You're over there trying to help them and they're trying to hustle you they're trying to hustle you to help them hustle on scam in their life. And I think to myself, and I gotta tell you,
we have a little bit of time. So
yeah, we can go there?
Yeah, we can go to Walmart.
All right. So here's the thing, right? Yes, I'm an ex-con, right? I come from the streets, and when I was on a hustle, we ran game and all that, right? But I put this out there to you. The legal work that I do it seriously. Now I know in the legal world, lawyers and judges and the whole judicial thing, they get code of ethics, and in their world, you cannot violate the code of ethics, even though I watch them on a regular basis violate code of ethics, right? On a white. So my code has nothing to do with their code, because their code is pilau. They say it's porno, but it's not porno. They're all kupa, and they kumpa against the people who's not in their circle. Judges, clerks, and lawyers, they're all part of one bunch. And anybody try to come in and interject in their sacred hallowed halls of justice, they're gonna fight tooth and nail to get you kicked out and not participate. So that's my take on that. My code of ethics is my code of ethics. I do it, I stick to it because I know how hard it is to fight in the judicial system.
So that's your good intention.
Yes. And so because of that, I'm not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize the cases that I'm fighting for. And so if you come to me and you like me help you figure out how to scam the system, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
Don't come talk to me, bro, because you talk to me, I'm going to tell you straight about yourself, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you about yourself.
And you had that one case where you helped that person.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
All of a sudden, after you did all
then
the work,
I became the bad guy.
Well, yeah. So there's a couple cases like that too. But I'm talking about they took all your work and they went to court.
Yep.
And they didn't acknowledge any of the work you did.
Mm-hmm.
And just said, yeah, they won, but it was because the judge said certain things, which is what he said in his writing. Why the judge said that, right? But this person didn't even say thank you.
Yep.
Didn't even tell us what happened. After. I mean, we can see it on the court website, but
they don't not realize that I track all my cases.
Yeah. So after that, they pretty much ghosted us, nothing. And I'm thinking, wow, what kind of appreciation is that? So your intention was really good, trying to help them, because it was a pretty serious. Well, it was tied to a pretty serious issue.
They won.
Yeah, the first time they went to court, they won.
Okay,
You know.
that's the shortest case I ever did
Yeah.
be involved in.
And I did the service. I did the service, and we had to try 3 times.
Mhm.
You know, and I was just like,
We got it done for him.
man,
Boom, it was
you know, you would
like
have had
that.
to pay a process server, you know, to
Crazy.
do it, which would have been another couple $100. But
Yep.
we do it for free, and so
Yeah.
we have our
I
clients.
think that's
that
the
really
first time you
appreciate
realize the offense that is made,
it. Yeah,
you know, by people when you're trying to do, you have good intentions,
yeah.
and they just take advantage of.
No, I think the first one was the
No, no.
one that
Yeah.
didn't finish paying
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
bill, you know, and it was really because they came to us late,
Mm-hmm.
so there kind of already was a partial judgment against them,
Yes.
but
I
he
was trying
went
to
above
salvage
and
this shit.
beyond, yes, to get them at least something. And he guaranteed that it doesn't matter if you lose this one, I'll follow you to appeal, and I'll help you all the
Yeah.
way to appeal. So when they went to court and they said they didn't have the money to pay, right, fully, and so we said, you know, we'll work with you. So they made payments.
Which is funny because they involve in
Big money stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you said
Yeah.
it like that, right? You know?
Big money stuff.
Yeah, you know, bragging that every weekend they
Yeah.
pull in over 10 G's.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not our business, right? So we
Yeah.
just stayed out of that. But
Yeah.
you know, it was like, I get it, you know. But
There's a lot of
they just-
users out there.
Yeah, and so they had like probably half. They only paid half, I think. And they went to court
Mhm.
and they lost that judgment, but he was gonna appeal, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. And so they would have been able to stay in the exact same situation that they were in, because
Yeah.
it would have went up on appeal.
That's right.
But they just was like, okay, you know, we'll think about it, you know, stuff like that. I'll let you know. And so then it was time for the payment, and they just kept moving the target, like, you know, oh, I'll pay on Thursday. Oh, I gotta
next week
pay on
Monday.
Monday. You
Yeah.
know, oh, my car broke down. Oh, I got the flu. Oh, my daughter, you
Yeah.
know, all these things. And finally, I just kind of was like, you know, that's it. I'm nice, and I will give you chances, right? And a lot of people say I'm too nice, but there's a point, right? Like, once you piss me off, or once I get to that point, I'm like, you know what? You're done, right? So I kind of went off on this person, and their answer for not paying the rest of their bill was, well, you know, my family's saying we lost the case, so why do we need to pay? And so I was like, okay, you can't, like, check this out, right? You rent a hall, and you buy decorations for a birthday party for 100 people,
Right.
but only 50 show up,
Right.
right? Do you ask for half the hall money back? And do you return half of the decorations and get your money back because only half showed up?
Scammers will try to do that. Scammers will try to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and I just,
On
it
what
just,
planet does that work like that?
it just blows my mind, because I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, it doesn't matter, you know. And if they had gone to an attorney,
Mhm.
nobody would have touched their case
Yep.
until they paid in full.
Yep.
So, you know, he
And
did
it was a
them-
kind of wacky case too.
yeah, it
you know?
was. And, you know, we were like,
But the thing is, when you get two sides wacky, two sides, both sides is wacky. You know what I mean? There's a chance that one
So-
of the wacky guys
there was a
can win.
hustle on both sides, pretty
Yeah.
much, right? So it just, I don't know. So that was another thing where he had very good intentions.
Yep.
You know, and
They came with a plausible argument, and as long as you get a plausible argument, I can work with you.
yeah,
But if it's frivolous, bro, I'm not going there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm not going there. Like that one client wanted to sue Trump and Obama and
Oh.
Bush and then this the
Goodness.
whole that whole
And
craziness.
somebody that had no name, according to her fake ID, no address, right? And wanted me to mail. You have to give.
That case right there, that is the most amusing case I ever was faced with, because this person was serious,
Yeah.
dead serious.
He was like, I'm not putting my name on this, you know, like she begged pretty much, like, you know, nobody would help her and stuff. But
and I'm like,
you
okay,
have
I said,
to
look,
send
check
it
this
to
out.
the person.
In order to sue somebody, you gotta have a way to serve them.
Right.
And I cannot help you if I cannot serve them. Oh, but just go put down over there. This person lives in Virginia.
She said, let the judge figure it out. I was like,
No, she was saying that she has a friend that gonna talk to the judge to make it all good.
Yeah.
No,
So-
no, that you're gonna talk to the judge.
So, you know, I was
the guy
mailing-
that she was suing was going to act on her behalf to talk to the judge to get the suit going.
Mm.
Yeah, the bald guy, right?
Right.
He was going to talk to the judge in the background.
Right.
But he needed her to initiate the suit
Right.
so he can do it. But he wanted his name on it, according to her,
Right.
so that they don't look at him as he's the guy that instigating the suit.
Right. That was a big headache. But like, I was writing the envelopes, you know, to all the places that it needed to go to. And so I asked her, I said, okay, where is this one going to? I said, what's his name?
I had no name. No.
She goes, oh, I don't know his real name. And I go, okay, what's his address? You know, I figured maybe we can do investigation and find.
Right.
She said, I don't know. And I was like, okay.
No, you know, because he slips in and out of the country.
And he wears wigs.
Yeah.
And
Bald.
you know,
What's his
like
name? What was the
fake name, fake ID, bald guy,
Japanese guy?
So, yeah. That is what she wanted me to put on the envelope. And I said,
And
okay.
in the lawsuit.
Right. And I said, okay,
And in the lawsuit.
so where is it going to go? I need a place to put on here for the mailman to deliver. She said, oh, Virginia. I said, okay, where in Virginia? And she said, I don't know. Just put Virginia, you know, let them figure it out. I go, okay. Just imagine this, okay? I tried to get her to visualize it, right? I said, I'm going to put this on the envelope. Okay, it's going to say fake name, fake ID, bald guy, Japanese guy, Virginia. It's gonna go to the post office, right? First of all, she didn't want to put her address to the return address. So I said, first of all, it's gonna go to the post office here.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna just throw it away because they're not gonna know where to return it. Right? So they're gonna probably toss it. But just if by chance some rookie that sees Virginia, right, ships it off towards Virginia, right?
When it gets there,
I said, what is the mailman's gonna pick it up and look at the paper. Now, where is the mailman gonna take it?
couple holding in.
Right? I said, where is the mailman gonna take it?
Yeah.
And she goes, I don't know. Let them figure it out. I go, they are literally gonna throw it away. They're not. The mailman is not going to go through every house in Virginia looking for this person that has no name. And she was adamant. She was so serious. I'm just like, oh, good Lord. And so we ended up not being able to serve the person. So she said literally in the paperwork, just put that. Let the judge figure it out. I'm like, all right. You know, just know that you might end up with sanctions or something for trying to file something stupid. You know?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But she was adamant she needed help, and we're just like, oh my gosh. Then she just, I don't know. Then she just kept asking for more stuff, and then finally she wanted to sue her own daughter.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Oh, I give you." She was supposed to pay a certain amount for another official
Oh,
kind of lawsuit. But that one would have, you know what I mean?
That was
like
a real case.
yeah, like people would have.
Yeah.
People do that. They sue their own mother, father, whatever.
It hurts me that
Yeah,
happens.
but that one we're like, okay. So she was, because she was a return client. She said, "Oh, you give me discount." Okay, that's fine. And so it went from, say, like $1,000, right? We get there to discuss the details, and she goes, "You know what? I changed my mind. I just gonna send her a letter. I give you $200. You write the letter for me." I was like, boy, okay.
We're done.
And the other good intention behind this story is, when people can't afford to pay everything up front, and we do payment plans, right?
Yes.
Or even if they can pay up front, but we need a specific date, right? Because we can't say, okay, pay us whenever.
Right.
Okay, this is business. We need a specific date. Okay, so
And
you
because
tell
that
me
coincides with,
our bills, right?
deadlines for bills
Yeah.
and
So I said, okay, what day are you going to pay? So say it's on the 18th, right? The 18th comes, or the 17th comes, and I send out a reminder text, right? Or I call them. And then they tell me, "Oh, you know what? I don't get paid till the 22nd. So can I pay you on the 23rd because I got to go deposit the check and this and that." So then, okay, that screws up our bills, because if you tell me you're going to pay on the 18th, I rearrange our bills so that when we get paid on the 18th, the bill that's due on the 19th can go in.
Right.
So then we've gotten screwed how many times? And it sets us back like 6 months sometimes, depending on the amount they owe.
That last one, that was big.
Yeah. And, so
Took a while for us to recover.
it's just really crazy. So, even though our intention is good, the outcome, if the other person is not upfront, then it ruins our end.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it's
I
like,
don't know why I keep getting this. I gotta take this on.
what is that?
I don't know why this thing come up. So how do you stop this one?
I don't know what this is.
Okay, there we go. Okay. No, I keep getting this. Dave, social media is on trip. But go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
I'm trying to hear what this is.
No, when you get like YouTube, you watch stuff or whatever,
Okay.
and then it's stuck on top of your thing. It keeps coming up,
Oh,
and I don't like watching it already.
Okay.
I don't like the thing keep coming up.
yeah.
So I was trying to get rid of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
No, that's just that's like, I think there's probably good intentions that we've done, to people, that have gone sour many times. What time is it?
7:53.
Okay, a couple more minutes. But even like, when we try to help people, like some houses, and this is sad because I realize some of them, are not in their right state of mind. But I've done that. I don't know about you, but I've done that where I try to give, somebody food. I'll go and actually buy a plate, right? And then a drink, and I'll go to give it to them. And they'll just be like crazy, right? And so my intention was really good, because I don't care how crazy you are. You're still human, and you still need to eat and drink. So I'll go up to them, but then they'll like throw the plate in a rubbish or something, and I'm just like, oh. But you know what I found out too? A couple times, people did that. Like when I was working, there was a lot of houses that would hang out. Remember Sports Authority?
Yeah.
So by Jaja, there was Sports Authority, and there was a couple that used to do that. And there was a guy that every day I'd see him. So one day
The guy in a taxi being dropped off at.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I was just looking at what the guy said. Waikiki's over there. I'm just kidding. You go check in over there. Your hotel's over there. We're literally at Walmart. That way where he was pointing is a Sam's Club gas station.
Look at it. Yeah,
That's all
what
there
he
is. See, he's
to.
pointing over there, you know. Well, you can go this way or you can go that way. I hope he's not
What
taking
is this guy?
Right, like he has a suitcase and everything. Like, why would you get out of a taxi at Walmart and have to go somewhere?
Why is that? That's the most weirdest.
Right?
Where is he going?
So now he's going to Walmart with his suitcase, and they're going to tell him he can't do that because it's a whole ass suitcase, you know. But I see, and that right there, right, makes me want to go up to the guy and ask him, hey,
we should.
Do you need some help?
I gotta look like you might need some help.
He went into Walmart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is that about?
Where's he gonna go from there?
Yeah, like, that's crazy.
I don't know.
But then we have to...
You know, and I tell you that, see that kind of stuff like that, like, one thing I love about you is that no matter how crazy a situation looks or how desperate it looks, you always want to know the story behind that.
Yeah.
You know that everybody has a story. Are we picking up Mama eat?
Yeah.
You know? And that's what I love about you. And that's a classic example, like.
I do want to know this story. That's why I wanted to know your story. And you were like, when I asked you questions, you were like,
nobody's ever asked me.
You didn't even know how to answer that because nobody's ever asked you. And he was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me that? I go, because I want to know your story. I want to know you. And he's like, nobody ever gave a crap enough to ask me. And I'm like, okay, that was weird to me too. Because you were like close to...
I'm fucking curious about that. You want to go run in there and find out? Or you just don't have time.
I mean, you can't see. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like,
wait, no, Mom, we're gonna pick up Mom in 3 minutes. She's in a running man position right now. My mother-in-law is beautiful. I love her, and she's the funniest. But just being natural, she's funny, right?
She doesn't even have to try.
She doesn't have to try.
It's like you can't make this shit up.
Yeah, and if she says 8 o'clock, you gotta be there to pick her up at 8 o'clock. 8:01. If you're not there, but you're like you're.
Well, and 7:55, she's calling me already. Yeah. Like, where are you?
But at 7:44, she's already in the running man position, ready to go.
But you know what's funny is sometimes I don't do it so much now.
I love her.
When
I love my mother-in-law. She's
when
the
she would call me, like I would tell her, okay, we're coming at 8. We're coming at 8. Okay. She'd go, okay. So sometimes when she calls me at 7:45 to see where I am, even though I told her where I was gonna be, I'll make like I just woke up. And I answer the phone, I'm like,
you're harassing Mom. You're harassing my mother.
She goes, what? You sleeping? And I go, oh crap, my alarm didn't go off. And then she goes, oh my God. She gets all flustered. Then I start cracking up. I'm like, call me your nuggets. I'm like right around the corner.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because I can't help it, you know. Like sometimes I'm like, Mom, you
harass my mother-in-law.
Me?
You can't harass my mother-in-law. Me? No, you cannot harass my mother-in-law.
Look at me. Do I look like I was harassed? Huh?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. You harass my mother-in-law.
I don't think so. Wait, what were we gonna talk about on the way home before we forget?
I forgot.
Bruh. Oh, I know. The crazy things that happen on the news.
Write it down. Put it in your phone.
My phone's right here.
Oh. Put it in my phone to your phone.
Yesterday, I just got to tell you guys.
Text from my phone to your phone.
Wait, I got it. No, wait.
Before you forget.
Before I lose my train of thought. Yesterday, he got in the car, literally, and you see what he looks like right now? And he goes, where the hell's my glasses? My shades? I'm like, on your face? He was like, oh yeah.
That's a Makuli moment. It's a Makuli moment.
I just had to share that.
Bruh. Okay. Why you have to tell everybody to get Makuli moments, bro?
Okay.
Hey, we gotta have the man committed, bro.
That was just hilarious. All right, we're gonna go pick up my mom. We'll talk to you after we pick up.
Yeah.
After we drop off mom.
Yeah. Love, peace, and happiness, y'all. We out of here.